right, so basically we made the move over pretty close to the North Toledo Bend State Park. And what we're doing is there's all these feeder creek mouths that go back into flats. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of do a bit of a run and gun, checking each feeder creek mouth to see if there's bait fish activity and to see if the fish are feeding up. The feeding time this morning was 7:30 to 9:30, and it's 9 o'clock. We got a little bit of a late start doing a gear shakedown for our first trip. But I'm already seeing activity. The water's about 4 foot lower than it was last year at this time. I'm gonna do a combination of topwater frog fishing. I'm gonna bulge or kind of wake a chatterbait, and then obviously do some follow-up and some flipping and pitching with soft plastics and smaller compact jigs. Let's go see if we can find them. Oh yeah. Look here, little fat boy. Little fat boy. Look at that chunk. Let me take you, look at that. Freaking inhaled that top toad. The cool thing about that top toad is even when it blows the frog off of that double hook, I can see it floating right there. I'll go over there and grab it and keep fishing it. So that is a Toledo Bend toad right there. Ooh, yeah. Got a couple of really big wakes up here. Looks like something's bulging in the water. I always like going off to the side first, especially with a bait that's got some vibration and some thump and chatter to it. See if I can get their attention. So when we come out of the flat, there's a lot of activity on this little creek channel. So I pulled the chart up on Insights, and I can see the old creek channel running right through here. So I put the power pole down because the wind is blowing me into the creek channel, and watched, and I've got some fish that are active right out here on this edge. So right now I'm just letting the wind blow me forward about another 15 or 20 feet. I'm gonna put the pole down, and then I'm gonna make a presentation to those fish. And then if I don't get anything, I'll raise the pole back up, move a few more feet, and just systematically work this channel edge. Ooh, look at that. All right, good morning, guys. We got a little bit of a different vantage point this morning. We're hooking up with Living the Dream Guide Service, fishing with Mr. Lamar Peterson. We launched in Slaughter Creek, and we're just fishing this outside wood. And Lamar's on bottom, I'm on top, and we're seeing if we can't find some bass.
I grew up on Toledo Bend Lake. Ever since I was diapers, you know, I've been pretty much on the lake. And, you know, I went fishing with my dad, you know, a lot, and my grandpa, and we had some real good times on the lake.
One of the advantages of hiring a guide service, you know, especially if you're a kayak angler and you're fishing a huge impoundment, is your ability to cover the water, your ability to kind of narrow down some places that you should focus on. And you know, if time is money, if you're fishing a tournament, or if you got limited vacation time, it can pay huge dividends to actually hire a guide.
This is in the back of Slaughter Creek. Got a little creek channel that runs along this bank right here. You know, it's a pretty good little pocket. I've caught them here pretty good several times. You know, I've caught some good ones out of this creek.
Yeah. Well, we got the stink off with a dink right out of the gate. And ooh, it's always nice when you catch them right here and the boat ramp is right there. You catch them right here and the boat ramp is right there. Good sign. At least we know the little ones are in the back of the creek. Yeah, the thing I like about that speed crawl that a lot of people don't think about is those pinchers, because they're just like the feet on a horny toad. When you're swimming it through the water, it puts off a vibration. Roll, Will. It's about to happen.
Right, Chad. I've done this a few times so far on your calls in it.
I haven't called it. I said, get ready. This is calling it.
This is calling it?
There's a difference. Well, that sucks. So here's the deal. We were on the boat, wind picked up, we're struggling to catch fish. And Lamar said, man, how you like fishing out of them kayaks? I said, dude, I absolutely love it. And he said, I got a couple places that when I was a kid, I used to go back there in a P-row. It'd be cool if we could take the kayaks and go try a couple of them places out. And I'm like, dude, let's do it. This is what I love. Right over there is Toledo Bend that everybody can fish. Right over here is Toledo Bend that only kayak fishermen can fish. Everybody, kayak anglers. So here we go, and hopefully the big fish are over here hiding from all the boat traffic.
Man, this thing right here has everything. It's like a bass boat.
Yep, pretty much like a little bass boat. So let me grab my stuff and we'll jump out in there. You know, it's funny, Lamar, when I go to boat ramps and guys are like sitting in line waiting to launch their boat, and I just walk up to the water's edge like this, it's awesome. So working my way all the way to the back of the creek. It was super shallow back there, and the fish haven't moved to the back of the creek yet. So sort of working my way back up to the front incrementally. I crossed over this ledge. I was watching the depth finder, and there was a wad of bait. And the sucker annihilated it. There was a wad of bait just over that ledge. So I backed up, threw on the spinnerbait, let it slow fall to the bottom, drug it through the bait, and one ate it.
Yeah, pitched it over there and let it go over a limb. And I felt him tug on it and set the hook and got him out of there.
Lamar, we found some fish, man. So, you know what? We didn't find the monster that we're looking for, but, you know, Toledo Bend's a lot like a lot of places. You know, your best shot at that true monster bass is January to what? April, most likely. So if you're looking to fill up a cooler, or if you're looking to bring somebody down here and have, you know, that trip of a lifetime and make memories, look up the folks that Live in the Dream Guide Service. We got to load all this stuff up and go to the next spot.